I'd say it's like probably the most like epic criterium of the year in terms of like spectators and like crowd involvement. People get really into Tulsa, and it's actually kind of amazing to watch. My teammate was noting today that like 5 hours before the big races started, people were already walking with like 30 racks and Jello shots. Like, I think that people just, it's like the biggest weekend of Tulsa festivities of the year, so it's really cool to watch people get excited about bike racing, but the fans get dressed up and they're screaming, and yeah, they come out all day. It's pretty exciting. It's brutal. You know, the first stage, it's like almost easy because there's so many turns and it's at night, so it's cool, and there's only so much pedaling that you can do. It gets progressively harder every day, so you really have to work to pace yourself, or you will pay the price. Not only is this a race of attrition, like the final stage at Crybaby, but the entire race together is really about making sure that you don't blow yourself up on the first or second stage. You know, making sure you have it for that final lap of the final day it takes practice.
I'm Mike Wozniak, owner of the Sound Pony Bar in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
The Tulsa Tough organization created this race. It was during the time of Lance Armstrong's false Tour de France victories. We saw the people of France. We saw all that and witnessed it, and we were like, man, why don't we do that here? I had a young child that was staying at my house, one of the junior racers, and his mother gave him a doll because he was being a baby about his race the night before. I asked him if I could have that doll to harass riders the next day on this hill. So I proceeded to run up and down the hill and place the baby on their shoulder as they got dropped and tell them they were being a baby.
So there's no fencing. Crowds can like really interact with the fans. It's basically like super mini crit racing Alpe d'Huez, if there's like a way that you would have to describe it, because I couldn't compare it to any other race in the US, but you see like those completely free crowds like at the tour climb stages. So it's really cool to hear like music playing and people are just losing it. It's crazy. People go in, they dance, it's like mini rave, you know, 60 seconds, and then the car comes through and honks and everyone clears out. It's sick, but I don't know how that tradition started, people like rushing the roads and then immediately getting out of the way. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more unique I realize this entire scenario is.
So that's why we brought the refs in, you know, to just kind of teach people how to root for a bike race, you know.
I painted the stripes today, so it's mind the gap. You know, you got to mind the gap and stay out of the way and follow the rules, and so that everybody gets through this thing safely.
If you show up with a ref shirt on, you're in.
It's pretty wild.
You get a whistle and a shirt and a bottle of Xanax.
No, I mean, it's real.
They're making sure that no one's putting themselves or other people in harm's way, but otherwise I think the entire community, even the authorities, are excited that people are having a lot of fun and coming out and watching bike racing. So I think that's pretty unique. It kind of feels like I'm back at UMass when I see stuff like that happening.